What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 5 MLB plays for today. Today is June 26th, 2023. It's a Monday. Sorry that I didn't post any picks this weekend. I was on a great streak, posting one, sometimes even two videos a day. But unfortunately, I had to go move some stuff at my girlfriend's house, so I was not able to post videos this weekend. In the VIP, we were still killing it every single day, still getting those picks posted. So if you're interested, I do post full on prize picks and underdog and sleeper slips over on my Patreon. It's all posted in the Discord, but you can purchase the Patreon for $20 a month. I highly recommend it, but obviously I'm biased. You get full on prize picks, underdog, sleeper slips. You get sportsbook bets, which are with our partner THUNDERPICK.io. If you're looking for a sports book that is legal in all 50 states in the United States, definitely go sign up. It is crypto only, so if you need any help getting crypto or figuring crypto out, just DM me on Discord. I don't mind helping. I've already helped like 20 people learn how to use crypto and get deposited on there. But definitely recommend it, and I'll give you a free 2 weeks in the premium if you do sign up to THUNDERPICK and make a deposit. You do also get VIP only live streams and watch parties as long as a VIP only chat. And obviously I'll be there pretty much 24/7. I mean, it's 7 in the morning right now and I haven't slept because I was watching the League of Legends plays with my chat. But pretty much 24/7 live support. So anytime you guys need help, just DM me on Discord and I'll be there. But let's get into these MLB picks. Enough talking to the start. I do want to say thank you to THUNDERPICK, though. They are sponsoring the videos going forward, so much love to them. Make sure to show them some love, guys. And let's get into the picks. First off, we have Colin Rea, I think is how you say that. I think someone corrected me in one of those videos. I think it's Ray, for the Brewers versus the Mets. I have him going over 4 strikeouts this match. You can see he's went over or pushed in 4 of his last 5. He went over versus the Giants, the Reds, the Orioles, and the Twins. He pushed versus the Twins. And then he only got 2 versus Arizona, which kind of sucks. But when we take a look at Outlier.bet, we can go down to strikeouts, and we can take a look at Colin Rea. And we can see he's at minus 135 odds to go over 3.5. So there is some push potential here. But he's went over in 4 of his last 5. He's went over in 7 of his last 10. And I mean, some of these games, he's just absolutely killed it. I do think he at least gets 3 today. So it's at least going to be close. But I do think that he gets 4, maybe even 5, 6 strikeouts. With the possibility, I mean, of being up there in the 7 and 8. I know the Mets are really good at not striking out. We can see they are ranked 5th out of 30th in the league, averaging around 8 strikeouts per game. But even 8 strikeouts per game and his line's only 4, that's fantastic. And recently, they had 15 strikeouts in their last game and 11 in their last 3. They're pretty much just imploding. So I definitely love taking Ray over today while they are just on this strikeout spree. Next, I absolutely love Matthew Boyd over 5 strikeouts as well. He's the starting pitcher today for Detroit versus the Texas Rangers. He's went over or pushed in 4 of his last 5 as well. He went over versus the Royals, went over versus the Twins, the White Sox, pushed versus the Rangers last time they faced off on May 29th. And then he went under versus Arizona. So we can take a look. We can see that Texas is 18th out of 30th. They're averaging almost 9 strikeouts per game. They had 10 last game. And we can see that his line is only 5. So I do love taking this over. We'll take a look at the strikeout line on Outlier.bet. And we can see over 5.5 is plus money, but we have to remember our line is 5. So at over 4.5, this is actually minus 215 odds. He's went over in 6 of his last 10 and in 4 of his last 5. I definitely think he's going to go over today, especially in this matchup where he got 5 last time versus the Rangers, and he's been killing it. He's on this hot streak. I think he's going to keep that hot streak going into today, and I'm taking that over. Next, I love Andrew Heaney under 6.5 strikeouts today. He's the pitcher from the opposing team, and he's actually stayed under in all 5 of his last 5 games. We'll take a look at Outlier just to take a little bit more of a look into this. It's only minus 109 odds, so you could take this on a sports book instead, such as thunderpick.io. Again, though their link will be in the comments and in the description below. But it's only minus 109 odds, so it's actually really good odds if you take his under, because you're going to get a lot more money than you would on Prize Picks for how much you're putting down. And you don't have to parlay it, right? You can just do the single bet. But we can see he stayed under this number a lot. The only times he's went over are versus the Athletics and versus the Mariners. He stayed under versus the Yankees, Diamondbacks, the Rockies, Orioles. The last game versus the Mariners, he only got 5. The Rays got 5. Angels 5. White Sox 6. And then today's versus the Tigers, who are 21st of 30th. They do average 9 strikeouts per game. But with his line being at 6.5 and with him staying under against teams like the Mariners, who are 29th, averaging double-digit strikeouts per game, I definitely love taking this under today, and it's one of my top picks of the day. I also really love Dylan Cease over 7 strikeouts. And a lot of these lines that are pushing, you can get for better lines on Sleeper. If you guys haven't heard of the Sleeper app, go sign up using code TTL. But you'll get Cease at 6.5. You'll get Boyd at 4.5. Rea at 3.5. Now, obviously, it's sort of like a sports book where like they have odds, but I definitely recommend not having pushes. So that is definitely an option. But Cease has pushed or went over in 4 of his last 5. We'll take a look as well. Over 6.5 right here. We can see he's only went over in 4 of his last 10, which is kind of crappy if we're being honest. But he's went over in 4 of his last 5 as well. So all 4 of those games were recent. He went over versus the Tigers, and then he went under versus the Tigers, then over versus the Marlins, over versus the Dodgers, over versus the Rangers. And I'm talking 9 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts, 7, 6, and then 8. So he's been close to that 7 line consistently. And then sometimes he's getting 9, 10 strikeouts. So I absolutely love this versus the Angels today, who are 16th out of 30th, averaging 8.5 strikeouts per game. I think he goes over this line, and I have this in a few different power plays as well. Definitely loving this play. And then finally, to round it off, I have Cole Irvin under 4 strikeouts. Now, I can't really look at Outlier.bet for this one. I will say I was surprised. I had to do some more research because on Outlier.bet, it has only the games where he's pitched a certain amount of innings. So when we look at his last 5, we can see April 2nd, April 8th, April 13th, then June 10th, June 16th. The reason for this is he started some games, but then only played like 1 inning. So like his last game, he only played 1 inning. He got like 1 strikeout, and then he got pulled. Another game, like 2 games before that, he played half of the first inning and then got pulled. I'm not really too sure what's going on with him, but I do like taking the under 4 here. It does give us some push potential just in case he does go over 3.5 and he just pushes that 4 line, but I doubt he goes over it. Even though it looks bad for us, like he's been pulled so often. And like I said, Outlier.bet isn't showing the full game logs. We'll take a look at Prize Picks, for example, and it shows the correct logs where he's went under or pushed in 4 of his last 5. He's only went over that 1 time versus the Royals. He is in a decent matchup versus the Reds, being honest. Cincinnati do strike out quite a bit. They're 19th of 30th, 9 strikeouts per game. But with how he's been playing and with how sporadic it can be, he could be pulled halfway through the first inning. He could throw like 1 pitch and then be pulled. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm definitely not touching the over, and I do lean on the under just because of how he could be pulled at any given time of the game. I would hate to be on his over and him get pulled. So definitely leaning this under. I'm going to take it. I'm locking it in. Only as a flex play. I would not recommend power playing this in any 2 picks, 3 picks, 4 picks. But on a 5-pick flex, a 6-pick flex, if you need an extra pick, I'm going with that, and I'm taking the under. So again, we have Rea over 4, Matthew Boyd over 5, Andrew Heaney under 6.5, Dylan Cease over 7, and then Cole Irvin under 4. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button and comment down below if you're going to tell any of these picks. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next video.